y'all, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute Easter decor piece featuring red heart yarn. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. Hey y'all, so this video here is a collaboration. Pretty much in attempts to get views, subscribers, and, more traffic over to my friend Meg Campbell's YouTube channel. Now, you probably know Meg from Facebook. She has a page called Meg Campbell Designs, and she has a channel here, an up-and-coming channel here on YouTube called Look What Meg Found. So, after watching my video, of course, then head on over there, check out her channel, leave her some comments, tell her what you think. And let's get on into this craft here. All right, let's get started. So first off, what you're going to need, this is from Dollar Tree. This is a Trifle container. Trifle, yet they got gumballs in it. I don't know, it's Dollar Tree. But anyway, this came from Dollar Tree. And because I'm going to be using a whole lot of items here, and I know it can get confusing, I'm going to put a supply list in the description box. So just look down there and I'll tell you everything I used. But if you cannot find these in your Dollar Tree, what you can do is you can use pretty much any straight-sided bowl that you can find. And then, you could just glue it to one of these Dollar Tree candlesticks. Now, part of this idea, someone had sent me a photo that they found on Pinterest I think it was Pinterest. Thank you, Stephanie, for that. And it looked to me like this is what they used. But if you can't find this, like I said, use a straight-sided bowl and you can use, one of those candlesticks. But anyway, you're going to need that. And you're also going to need some spray paint. I'm using this Chalked Ultra Matte paint from Rust-Oleum in the color Chiffon Cream. I'm also going to be using one of these little plastic, they look like a chocolate Easter bunny. This came from Walmart. I think it was 98 cents, something like that. Anyway, they open up and you can put candy in them. But I'm going to leave this whole and I'm going to spray paint it. And I think what I want to do is, I think I want to spray paint this little bunny, this bronze color. I used this in a previous crafting video. This is from Rust-Oleum, the metallic finish in the color Bright Coat Copper. And I think that's what I want to do because I don't want this to look, washed out. I want it to have a little bit of color to it. So I am going to take the labels off of this and I'm going to wipe it down really, really well with some rubbing alcohol to make sure there's no, oils or anything on it. And I'm going to paint it with the chalked paint. For the bunny, let's go with this. I think this will be cool. I think it'll give it a nice touch. I want to use this on my bunny. Now, the majority of this is going to be covered. We're going to use some clothespins here in a little bit. This is going to be covered, but you're still going to see this part. And just in case your clothespins, don't fit together absolutely perfectly, this paint is going to kind of help to fill in those little cracks, okay? Because I don't really want to paint the clothespins. I want to stay with that wood type finish, okay? So paint this with this, paint bunny with this, and we'll be back. All right, y'all, so the paint has dried on my bunny here. I really like this metallic paint. And the paint has dried on this. Now what we're going to do is take some clothespins. I got these from the Dollar Tree. We're going to take a package of these and we're going to take them apart like so. And then we're going to use a hot glue gun and put them all the way around the container. So this part here, this is the bumpy part, okay? This is a smooth part that we want facing out. So this bumpy part here is what's going to go against our container. And let's see how we're going to do this. Do I want this on the top or do I want this facing the bottom? I think I want this up towards the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my glue here and here and just a little bit right here. And you see this little nubby here? My hands are filthy. I've got moss and all kinds of stuff on them. This little nubby here, this top part of it right here is what I want to be in line with the top part of our container, okay? So that's what I'm aiming for. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue, There we are. Let's see if we can just stick this down like so. Just like that. And now we're going to do this all the way around. So, like I said earlier, I'm not going to paint these. I kind of like that wooden look, and I don't want that covered up. Though if you can see on some of these, like that one has a spot on it. Some of these just aren't uniform. I'm trying to find all of the sides that are uniform in color so that, you know, it can be more consistent around the piece. I don't want them all splotchy. Like, let's take a look at this puppy right here. Look at that. This thing has seen better days, y'all. All right. But anyway, I'm just using a regular hot glue gun here. I have used different things from the Dollar Tree from, I'm going to call it their little catering section, you know, like the various plastic bowls and such. And I have never melted one with my regular glue gun. But here's the thing. These things are kind of thin and they're kind of fragile. They're about as fragile as my ex-husband's ego. A little bit of pressure and it's going to crack. So I would suggest just be careful as you're gluing things around. Don't drop this or anything. But once you get your clothespins put on here, it's going to give it a lot more stability and it's going to make it a lot sturdier. Okay. Let's make sure that I got that going straight up and down. And now I'm just going to glue them all the way around and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I am done with this. And of course, it's not going to be perfect because, you know, these little clothespins come from the Dollar Tree. They're not going to be perfect. Even ones that come from Walmart aren't going to be perfect. But I didn't quite use a full pack of the clothespins. I had a handful left over. So one pack should be okay to do this, you know, depending on how consistent the coloring is, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this ribbon. I have this kind and I have this kind. This is some new ribbon that came from Dollar Tree. And I think I'm going to use this kind. But anyway, this is the burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree. Looks like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it open and then we're going to wrap it around here where this line is, okay? But while I'm doing that, let's look at jewelry. Look at this. I love this ring. This is like one of my favorite rings and it matches this bracelet. And this is all from Paparazzi. Y'all know I'm a paparazzi consultant. I was many, many years ago and I am again now. If you'll look in the description box, there'll be a paparazzi link. Click on that link and then click on shop and it'll take you to the jewelry. Oh, is this wired? It is wired. Look at that. Can you see that wire right there? This is wired ribbon. But anyway, I'm going to find what I want to consider the back. And there was a little gap right here where they all didn't really fit on here. So I'm going to consider that to be the back. And what I'm going to do is put a blob of this hot glue. And that's where we're going to start our ribbon. Please be careful. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to hold that in place and I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm going to wrap it all the way around till we get back here. Okay, so here is this. That just added a nice little touch, didn't it? But anyway, to fill this in, I have a bag of this Spanish moss from Dollar Tree. And actually, I'm just going to cram the whole package down in there because I think all of it will look at there. Looky there. There's a pine cone. I don't want the pine cone in there. Stop. Let him go. All right. Put that over there. So I'm just going to take this whole bag here. And are there any living critters in here? I would hope not. Let me see. I'm just going to fluff it out a little bit. And I want to see if I can just cram the whole thing down in there. Okay. Well, what do you know? That whole bag just fit down in there. All right. Let's move this. Let's kind of spread that out a little bit. And we have this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get to the yarn part. I know y'all are probably saying, well, you said you were going to use yarn and where's the yarn? We're getting to it. These are Easter eggs from the Dollar Tree and I'm only going to be using 3 of these. 1, 2, get out of the bag. And 3, and now we are going to use the yarn. Now, I have several different colors of this Red Heart yarn. I'm using sort of like the browns and tans. I want to try to tie in with the color of the moss and with this ribbon here. So I think I might do one this color, and then I have a few other shades of brown over there. But like I said, all of this yarn is going to be from Red Heart. And what we're going to do is we're going to cover 3 of these little Easter eggs in yarn. I'm going to do one this color. I'll do one another color. Anyway, I'm just going to pull that label off because I hate trying to center pull yarn sometimes. I just can't find the end and I'm not going to aggravate myself with it. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little blob of glue here, and then we're going to stick the yarn down, and I'm just going to wrap the entire egg going round and round and round from here all the way down to here. So I'll wait for this glue to set up. And you really want this glue to set up, because if you start, trying to wrap it around and the glue's not set up, then you're going to pull it off. You're going to make a mess. You're going to be mad at yourself. You're going to be like, I'm just going to throw it across the room. Not that I've done that. I may have done it a few times, but let's see. Okay. And I'm just going to put a little bit more right here, and we'll just start spinning it around and around and around, wrapping the entire egg. So I'm going to do this egg this color. I got glue and paint all over me. And I'll do the other 2 eggs some different colors, and I'll be back. Okay, I have 3 of these eggs wrapped. These are the colors I went with that sort of like a creamy white color, then this medium brown, and then a dark brown. So let's take these out right quick. And now what I'm going to do is, I found these buttons at Joann's. You can use whatever buttons you want. You don't have to use buttons at all. I just thought that it would be cute to kind of spruce the eggs up just a little bit. So let's see, these are, little plastic buttons. And here, as you can see, the shank on the back. I don't like that on there, so what I'm going to do is, with my trusty wire cutters here, I'm just going to cut off the back. Put my hand on it so it doesn't go flying away. And we're going to put a little bit of hot glue there. And let's just stick that down right there, because the one in the picture looked like a button or a gemstone or something stuck on it, and I thought it was really cute, so I'm going to do it too. So let's get another one of these. Just pull that off. I'm just gluing it to each one of them. Well, that was loud. Let's glue that here. Let's see, where's the... Okay, that looks good right there. Okay, set that there. All right, now where's the other one? Lord, look, I got that mossy stuff all over it. All right, so let's do this one here. Let's see, look, I got moss and stuff all over it. Dadgum. Okie doke. So we're going to glue that there. And I don't think I want to decorate that bunny any further. I want it to still keep the appearance of, a candy one. So I think just that copper color, I'm just going to leave it like that. So now I'm going to get that fuzzy off of there. I'm going to clean this up and then take a decent picture, and you'll be able to see that at the end of the video, okay? So now we have our little eggs in place, and I'm going to take my bunny boy here. Come on, bunny boy. Just like sit down right there. And that is really cute. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, cute, 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 cute. Now I'm thinking about taking that ribbon and possibly, I don't know, like making a bow. I have some of this wired ribbon over here. This is just plain old burlap ribbon, and I'm thinking I might put a bow on it. Let's do that. Let's do that, okay? So let's say that the bow is about this wide. We want the bow to be this wide. And then we're going to take our ribbon and we're going to bend it. Okay, now let's cut it just a tiny little bit longer. There we are. Let's get that out of the way. All right, so now I'm going to glue that right there. Like so. I want to try to not burn myself. I think I'm immune to glue gun burns. I've only had like one glue gun burn. One, which I think is pretty good. All right, so now let's take this. Let's take this. I'm going to fold that to try to get it. Yeah, that looks okay. And now I'm going to take this and wrap around it. There we go. And now let's glue that down, and then I'm just going to wait for the glue to set up. And then I'm going to fold it and make a little bow. All right, so here's our little loop that I made with the 2 pieces of ribbon, and now I have just a piece of twine here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to scrunch this down. Now this is going to be a little bit difficult, you know, because we got all this hot glue, you know, holding this together, plus the wire to contend with, and that's just going to make it a little bit difficult, but it's okay. We're just going to work with it a little bit, and we will get it folded the way we want it folded so that we can make a bow. And then we're going to just take this and I'm going to tie it. See, we can just get that folded down a little bit more. Just work with it for a second. There we go. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, let me bend this back. And it's probably going to take me a second. Anyway, let me work with this until I get it looking exactly the way I want it. Okay, I'm happy with that. And wow, eggs away. I'm happy with that look. So I'm just taking a blob of hot glue here, and then I'm going to stick it right here on the front of our little container. Oop, I've dropped some on the table. I guess my blob was a little bit bigger than what I thought it was. So I'm just going to hold that there. All right, I think it is stuck. But anyway, now we're going to take another one of these little buttons, and I'm going to take the center of it, and I'm going to glue it right here onto the center of my bow, and then I'm going to call that done. So I know this angle is kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but it's okay, because here in a minute, at the end of the video, stick around for that. At the end of the video, I am going to have a photo for you so that you can see what it looks like in its entirety. Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below, and I hope to see y'all next time. Bye!